Okay, we are live streaming on YouTube, and I think we are good to begin whenever folks want to begin. If you want to give it another minute or two for other people to get on, you totally can. We are good on YouTube.
Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay.
It's the PowerPoint, right?
Hmm?
Mhm.
Are you guys ready to begin?
Yes.
All right. So good afternoon, everyone. Thank you guys for joining us for this Google Classroom workshop. My name is Mr. Jones. I'm here with a couple of our members from our team at ECMS Gardena, and we're going to have just a real quick workshop with you guys just to show you guys how to use Google Classroom and how to navigate it for your students.
Buenas tardes, soy la señora Montoya, soy la maestra de College Readiness. Vamos a empezar el taller de Google Classroom. Les vamos a enseñar un poco de cómo usar la aplicación, cómo subirla en el teléfono. Está aquí el señor Jones, que es el Community Liaison. Yo también, que soy la señora Montoya, la maestra de College Readiness. Y las otras dos personas se van a introducir. Señor Delgado.
Hello, good afternoon. This is Delgado, the school counselor. Hola, buenas tardes. Soy el señor Delgado, el consejero de la escuela.
And then just Ms. Nandi.
Hi, everyone. My name is Miss Alexander. I'm the 7th grade co-teacher for all of the 7th grade cohorts.
Thank you for that. We're going to get started with our workshop. So Ms. Montoya, if you wouldn't mind. There we go. So this is a quick agenda for how everything is going to run this afternoon. We already had our introductions. Immediately following this, we're going to go into our how-to videos. There will be translation for both English and Spanish. Immediately following that, we will have a live tutorial where we'll be showing the parents how to access Google Classroom and also how to see your child's classes as well as their assignments that they have due.
Entonces vamos a empezar la junta, la agenda. Hicimos nuestras introducciones. Vamos a enseñarle un video para enseñarles cómo bajar la aplicación en su teléfono. Después la vamos a hacer en inglés y en español. Después vamos a tener un taller en vivo donde les vamos a enseñar cómo usar el Google Classroom en la computadora. Pueden iniciar la sesión, mostrarles las clases que están tomando sus estudiantes, los detalles de cada tarea que tienen y también cómo pueden mandar mensajes. Y después vamos a hacer preguntas. Do you want to do in English first?
Yeah, we can do it in English first, and then we can go into the Spanish translation.
Okay. Vamos a enseñar un video en inglés primero y después lo voy a decir en español y esto es cómo va a bajar la aplicación. So we're going to show this quick video and Mr. Jones is going to review how to download the app on your phone and then I'll do it in Spanish. Oops.
Okay, so okay. Okay, so we're going to show you guys how to download it on your phone for both Android and for Apple. So to get started, you're going to click on your app store that you have on what, depending on your device that you use, whether it's Android or Apple, and you're going to type in Google Classroom in your app store. As you can see in the video, the very first one is the option that we're going to choose. So we're going to select it and download it onto our phones. Okay, so once it successfully is downloaded onto your phone, you're going to open the app and you're going to click on Get Started. And when you click Get Started, you're going to click on Add an Account. So it's automatically linked to the Gmail accounts. And in this case, all of the accounts are already linked to the student accounts. So you're able to log on to your student's account at this step. So for the purpose of this video, we're using one of our students, Brian. Brian has agreed to allow for us to use his account so that you guys can be able to see how everything works out. Okay. So after we put in the information for the student accounts, it should take you to a home screen where you'll see all of the students' classes. From here, you'll be able to scroll up and down and see all the classes that the student is currently enrolled in. And you'll also be able to click each class to
You
see
right now.
I'm sorry?
We couldn't hear you for a second. Could you repeat?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, so you'll be able to, after you put in your student information, so their account information, you'll be taken to a screen and the screen will show you all of the classes that your student is currently enrolled in. From there, you'll be able to scroll up and down. You can see all of the classes that your student is currently taking, and you can click on each class to see what assignments are due. Or you can also click on the menu button on the top left corner. And from there, you can click on the To Do tab. There we go. So on the To Do tab, you're able to see all of the classes, or all of the assignments, excuse me, that your student has to complete. And it also will show you the due dates for when these assignments are due. You can also click on Done, and from there, you'll see all of the assignments that your student has already completed. Okay. So in essence, that's pretty much it when it comes down to downloading it onto your phones and navigating it onto your phones. We're going to now let Ms. Montoya translate it over in Spanish, and then immediately following that, we're going to do a live example for you guys as well.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. I will now translate it in Spanish. Solo quería decirle muchas gracias al señor Jones. Yo voy a traducir el video en español. Aquí les vamos a enseñar cómo bajar la aplicación de Google Classroom para que lo tengan en su teléfono o en su iPad. Aquí puede ver que a un lado está el de Android y al otro lado está el de Apple. Entonces, dependiendo en su teléfono, va a seguir uno de los pasos. Lo primero que va a hacer es va a ir a su tienda de aplicaciones y va a meter Google Classroom y va a bajar la aplicación. Va a bajar la aplicación. Solo toman unos pocos segundos para bajar la aplicación y si no saben cómo buscar su tienda de aplicaciones, nos pueden mandar un correo electrónico, les podemos ayudar con eso. Ya cuando bajen la aplicación les va a preguntar si quieren agregar una cuenta nueva. Una cuenta nueva. La cuenta con la que se van a meter es con la de sus estudiantes. Entonces van a poner el correo electrónico que le hemos dado a sus estudiantes en la escuela. Entonces aquí puede ver, estamos usando uno de los estudiantes que nos dio permiso, se llama Brian Rodríguez, y es el correo electrónico de su clase, de su escuela. Ya después de poner su correo electrónico, va a tener que poner su contraseña. Y si ustedes no tienen esta información, se la podemos dar nosotros o también sus hijos ya deberían de saber esa información. Van a aceptar y aquí es donde van a poder ver todas las clases que tienen sus estudiantes. Aquí se puede ver todas las clases. Cada cuadro es una clase. Puede ver todas las clases, se puede meter a cada clase si quiere y puede ver las tareas que esa clase les han dado. Pero lo más importante es que son las 3 líneas que están aquí arriba. Si usted oprima esas 3 líneas, va a ir a la lista de to do. La lista de to do es la lista donde están todas las tareas que todavía tienen que completar. Y ahí también pueden ver cuál día es el día que tienen que entregar las tareas, digamos mañana, el viernes, hoy, y así usted puede seguir a los estudiantes y saber cuándo tienen que entregar sus tareas. También pueden ver a la lista de done. La lista de done son todas las tareas que ya los estudiantes han entregado y ya terminaron. Ahí puede ver comentarios que han puesto los maestros o el grado que les dio por esa tarea. Pero así es como se usa la aplicación, es bien fácil. Es bien fácil. Okay. I'm going to stop sharing so that you can show us the login for the desktop. So now we're going to show you how you would get on the account on the desktop, like on a computer or laptop. Ahorita lo que vamos a enseñarles es cómo meterse con una computadora, cómo llegar a la Google Classroom y cómo puede cambiar unas cosas o también conectarse.
There we go.
Kendrick, could we go back just that's fine. As you see, the address to go into Google Classroom is classroom.google.com. It's not just Google, it's classroomgoogle.com.
Yes.
Classroom.google.com. También les queremos enseñar que para meterse al website, usted tiene que poner classroom.google.com para meterse a las clases en las computadoras. No es solo poner googleclassroom.com, sino que .com es classroom.google.com.
Thank you for that. So yes, as Ms. Montoya said, to get onto the website, you'll go onto .google.com. From there, you will be asked to put in your students' information. Let me actually see if I can just go back and we can just redo it all over again. Okay, so it's asking, there we go. So once you go on here and you put in your students' information, it's already inputted onto my, you'll be able to see all of the classes that your student is currently enrolled in. So we're just going to click a random class just so that you guys can see how it looks on the inside.
Ahorita lo que vamos a hacer es, así es como se mira en la computadora, se puede ver todas las clases. Lo que vamos a ver es específicamente una clase para que pueda ver cómo se mira. Go ahead.
So once we're inside, you guys can see some announcements that were made from the teacher. So as you can see, Ms. Matthews, she sent out her announcements to let everybody know about the link for them to meet for class. You can also comment on the announcements as well, so you can see some of the other students are commenting, saying if they received it. Okay.
Aquí se puede ver que los maestros pueden poner anuncios, no solo tareas. Aquí la señora Matthews ha puesto un anuncio de la clase y también los estudiantes pueden comentar. Entonces aquí podemos ver que Ramon Thomas puso muchas gracias como un comentario al anuncio del maestro.
You're also able to click on classwork, and you can see the different assignments that are due for the teacher, as well as the due date on the side.
También se puede oprimir en el link que dice Classwork. Allí puede ver todas las tareas y también los días donde tienen que entregarse. Si algo está pasado, va a estar en rojo.
Also click on view your work. And as you guys can see for these assignments right here, this student turned in their assignment. So if you are a parent and you want to find out if your child turned in that assignment, you can, let me do the step one more time for you. So you'll click on classwork first, and you'll click on view your work, and you can see the assignments that your student has turned in.
Mr. Jones, can you go back really quickly?
Right here?
Oh,
or
right
the
there.
page
And
before?
then you put view work, right?
Yes. So you
Okay.
click
Ok, entonces después de ver todas las tareas allí, también puede ver allí donde dice View Work. You could just click on that. Y ahí puede ver todas las tareas que todavía tiene que entregar o hay tareas que ya entregó. Ahí puede ver toda la lista para que se le haga un poco más fácil.
Okay. You can also click on, I'm going to go back to the main page, but you can also click on this menu button right here on the top left corner where the mouse is. So we're going to click that. And you can click on, you can see it says all classes. So it's going to show you all of the assignments for all of the classes. And as you can see for this student, there is a missing assignment. So this is something that he can definitely do to get the grade.
Ahí se puede ver también en las tres líneas a la izquierda, arriba a la izquierda, se puede ver que, let me know if you can't hear me anymore. Se puede ver las tres líneas cuando oprima allí, puede ver el to-do list y ahí se puede ver la lista de todas las clases de un solo para que no tengan que ir a cada clase. Ahí puede ver todas las tareas que tienen que entregar en cada día específicamente y también lo que está, digamos, que no ha entregado y se pasó el día, se va a ver en rojo. Y ahí puede ver que el estudiante tiene un trabajo que no entregó y también se puede ver los días que van a venir, también están en rojo para que los estudiantes sepan, tienes algo que hacer en un poquito o tienes que entregar algo mañana, entonces asegura de terminarlo pronto. Entonces va a estar en rojo y así lo pueden ver ustedes.
You're also able to click on done. And when you click on done, you can see all of the assignments that your student has completed. So as you can see, all of these, and this is for all of his classes, you can see that this is what the student has turned in. So all of these have been turned in, and you can also see when they were due. Okay.
También se puede ver la lista de done, significa terminado. Entonces, esas son todas las tareas que ya terminó el estudiante. Se puede ver cada día que lo había terminado, cuándo lo entregó. Y ahí se puede ver la lista de todas las clases, no solamente una, sino que todas las clases se pueden ver ahí.
I also did want to make a real quick note that you are able to see, as you can see right here, that there is points that have been inputted for this student's assignment. If you want to find out your student's overall grade, it's best if you check on PowerSchool. This allows for for the parents and for the teachers to be able to see Well, this allows for the teachers to input grades here, but sometimes you might find all of the grades for the entire course in PowerSchool. So if you want to check your child's progress and make sure that they're turning in their assignments, you can come here. But if you want to see your child's overall grade, you can go on to PowerSchool to find that out.
Esta aplicación y este website es muy bueno para poder ver las tareas que han entregado sus estudiantes y lo que no han entregado. Pero si quieren ver el grado que le están dando por el año o quizás en el pasado, los pasados semestres, entonces podemos ver que puede ir a PowerSchool y ese es otro código completamente diferente y otra cosa de acceso. Pero también le podemos ayudar con eso, pero es diferente. Aquí le puede ver todas las tareas y los grados, pero en PowerSchool puede ver el grado específicamente por esa clase.
So for the most part, that is everything that you guys will need to know when it comes down to how to navigate Google Classroom. At this time, if there are any questions, you guys are more than welcome to ask. You can either type it inside of the Q&A, the little chat room bar on the corner, or you guys can click the button onto your screen to raise your hand, and one of the other panelists will click on you so that you'll be able to speak and ask your question.
Ms. Montoya, there was a question on YouTube, which was, is the application is only in English. Could you go over that a little bit, Ms. Montoya?
Yeah. La aplicación puede ser en español también. Is that correct? I know we do it on the desktop, but is the application as well?
So you could do it on the desktop. I'll say it in Spanish too.
Okay.
You could do it so as far as the language, you could select it for your preference. However, keep in mind that this is your student's account. All you're doing is pretty much being able to check up on them with this. There is an additional way that you could get notifications of this, but the best way for you to be informed of your student is to actually be in their account and just follow along. Acerca de la pregunta de si la aplicación solo es en inglés, tomen en mente de que este sistema, el que les estamos enseñando, es el de sus estudiantes, pero ustedes también pueden accesarlo para saber todo lo que están haciendo ellos. Ustedes sí pueden cambiar el lenguaje en su sistema en español para que lo puedan ver, pero sí, nomás tomen eso en mente de que es para que también vean lo que están haciendo los estudiantes.
And just to follow up with that, it's the same way. You can send a teacher an email through this, through Google Classroom. But again, because it's your student's account, you'd be sending the email as the student. So just be mindful of that. This is their account. We're just giving you access to it. And there also teachers can invite you so that you do have it linked. But again, if you do change the language, it's going to change it for them. Solo quería agregar que sí, es la cuenta de sus estudiantes. Aquí en esta cuenta hasta pueden mandarle un mensaje al maestro, no más que va a ser de parte del estudiante porque es la cuenta de ellos. Entonces, igualmente, si usted cambia el idioma de la cuenta, sus estudiantes también lo van a ver en español o en cualquier lenguaje que lo está poniendo. Entonces, es un poco diferente.
Were there any other questions that anybody may have? The floor is open for questions at this time.
I wanted to add something about the questions. So just either raise your hand if you want to verbally say it and you'll be approved, or just add it to the chat box. If you don't know your student's login and you want to know it, you could ask us through the chat box and we'll respond to you and just yourself with that password, whether it's for Google Classroom or PowerSchool. Quería agregar una cosa, si tienen preguntas pueden levantar su mano, está esta sección abajo, y si quieren escribirla, también dice chat abajo y lo pueden hacer ahí, y si no tienen preguntas sería todo, pero si sí, también pueden preguntar de la contraseña de su estudiante para PowerSchool, para este sistema, y se los podemos enviar a ustedes mismos aquí también. Thank you for taking us, Miss Luwa 2401. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Ms. Nandi, was that the response in YouTube?
Yes, that was the response, and also about another question that was in the chat. 1 second. There we go.
Miss Moreno raised her hand.
Yes, I have okay, Ms. Moreno, you will have to unmute yourself to speak.
I have a question regarding a report card that I get for my son from you guys every time you guys mail it. I always get a blank front sheet and a half sheet on the back. I never get his full report card. Were you able to hear my question?
No, you're actually cutting off. Could you repeat it again, please?
Doing that, Miss Moreno.
I said every time I get a report card from the school for my son, I only get a blank front sheet and a half sheet on the back. I never get his full report card.
So you're still cutting off. All I kind of understood was I get a report card from the school, 1 sheet and a half, and I never get his full report card. Is that what you're asking?
That's correct. It's always a blank sheet.
What is your student's name?
Gabriel Moreno.
Gabriel Moreno. We wouldn't be able to answer that on here as far as your specific student. This one was strictly more on Google Classroom and like tech stuff, but I didn't know that was a challenge. Let me look into that. I'm the school counselor, so I'll look into that and get back to you.
Okay, and then I do have a question, classwork. So once I go in the system and I see that he's turned in his work and everything, sometimes we'll get a message from a teacher saying they won't have a class today, or they won't, a teacher will send us a message. Are we allowed to reply to those teachers? Do they get those messages?
Yes, anytime you reply to a teacher, even if you message them either through Google Classroom, if you email them, or you text them, we all receive those and we're pretty attentive to those. So our teachers are on their computer and their technology all the time, whether they're teaching or not. Sometimes they are teaching, so they'll take a little bit more time to get back to us. But if you were to send a text message, we would always get back to you, or you would just respond on there. We would get back to you. I'm going to just answer that in Spanish as well. Is that okay with you?
That's fine, that's fine.
Quería traducir lo que había dicho la señora Ms. Moreno. La primera pregunta era sobre los grados de su estudiante, pero era un poco diferente. Decía que no agarraba los grados bien, pero le voy a dar cosas separado. Aparte de eso, la segunda pregunta era cuando los maestros cancelan la clase, ¿podemos responderle a los maestros en ese mismo mensaje? La respuesta para eso es que sí lo podemos hacer eso. Pueden responder a ellos por ahí, o si no también por talk points o por correo electrónico. Los maestros están atentos de la tecnología, so a cualquier momento que ustedes manden mensaje, los maestros le van a responder. A veces si están en clase no le van a responder de inmediatamente, pero siéntanse cómodos en mandándoles las conversaciones a los maestros, y en talk points es una de las más mejores, porque si lo mandan en español, nos los traduce a nosotros en inglés, y nosotros lo escribimos en inglés y se los mando a ustedes en español. So, siéntanse cómodos en mandar cualquier mensaje en talk points.
Mr. Delgado, just really quickly, we have a question, I believe, from YouTube. Miss Alexander just posted about, it's for you directly, about the community hours reflection with Angel. I don't know if you can comment on that. Yes.
Ok. Hola, soy señor Delgado. Acerca de las horas de comunitarias, él ya las completó, pero le falta hacer la reflexión, que es 250 palabras. Aparte de eso, pero yo estoy en comunicación con él. Yo aseguro de que él lo termine. Todo tiene esta semana para terminarlo, y es un poco difícil a este tiempo, so si necesitan más tiempo también se lo voy a dar. Does that answer the question, Ms. Montoya?
Yes, she was just struggling with that.
Okay, I'll take care of it. Yo me encargo de eso, usted no se preocupe.
No se preocupe de Ángel, en otras palabras. Lo va a hacer, que lo haga. Y si necesita más tiempo, el señor Delgado se lo da. No se preocupe. Ok. María, you would have to unmute yourself. María, si ya le demos permiso para hablar, si quiere, solo tiene que oprimir el botón para que pueda hablar. Ahí está.
Doña,
Sí.
Doña,
¿Sí?
yo quiero ver mi hijo, antes de irse a Miss Bradford, no le hizo trabajo, tiene muchos ceros. Si pueden arreglar eso, se va a quedar así.
¿Me lo puede repetir? No le pude escuchar muy bien.
Digo que antes de irse a Miss Bradford, la maestra de historia,
Ujú.
Eduardo entregó todos sus trabajos, pero la maestra no le actualizó sus calificaciones, entonces quedó con muchos ceros en sus clases de ella.
Ok. Para eso, ¿era Eduardo
Eduardo Sánchez.
Sánchez, verdad? Sí. Déjeme hablar con la señora Matthews, que es la señora que ahora es la maestra para historia, a ver si tiene el trabajo ella o podemos comunicar con la señora Bradford, que todavía nos estamos en comunicación para averiguar cómo podemos subirle esas tareas, porque si los tiene ella y los entregó, pues tiene que haber una calificación por eso.
Porque yo hablé con ella y yo le pregunté y ella dijo que ya no podía hacer nada porque ya le había puesto calificación, pero Eduardo hizo todos sus trabajos y no sé por qué no se los arregló.
Mr. Delgado.
Déjenos averiguar un poco de qué es lo que está pasando, pero no sabemos sobre eso por ahorita. Tenemos que hablar con la maestra a ver qué es lo que pasó. Pero acerca de la señora Miss Bradford, a veces sí le da más tiempo a los estudiantes, dependiendo en el trabajo. So, puede ser por caso, pero no le tenemos que averiguar primero.
I have another question. This is Gabriel's mom.
Okay.
Okay, está bien.
Hello, Gabriel's mom?
Oh, yes. Last year, at the end of the school year, Gabriel and my nephew went to do community service hours. After school was out, they would go on Saturdays. Actually, on Tuesdays, would stay late. And they were told we're not going to be giving credit for those service hours, but PK, I guess, was the one they were working with, and he told them they would get credit, but they're not getting credit. So I have a question about those hours.
So any student that did community service hours when the Green Ambassadors teacher was there, Gabriel's in 7th grade, right?
Correct.
So that was done when he was in 7th grade. The reason why it's not going to count for him is because we need him to do community service hours in 8th grade. So beginning this summer, that's when it'll count. But if there's ever any 8th graders that did service hours while they're in 8th grade, they can just message me and I'm approving all of those. We have a list of the students that did it. So if they just message me and say I went for hours, I did them with whoever I did them with, I will confirm those and they will be good to go. But as far as Gabriel goes, he has to wait until he's in 8th grade or done with 7th grade.
So there was miscommunication then from TK, right? Because he's the one that told them they would get credit and they went.
Well, Gabriel's in 7th grade, right?
Yeah, but I mean, when last year when the year was over, they were told they were going to get credit and that's why they were staying over to do it. And then now they're not getting credit, so they were not told the truth because they were told they were going to get credit and now they're not going to get the credit. So what I'm saying is they wasted their time because they didn't get credit for it.
Okay, let me look into that and get back to you on that. And we could try to discuss this. I do have a list of the students that did it. However, let me find out what's happening with that, and then I'll get back to you specifically with this question, and then also the question regarding the grades.
And just basically what I want is when there is something told to the kids. I want to make sure that they're not being deceived or the parents are not being deceived. I just want to make sure that we have a clear communication with our students and the parents, because then
Right,
we're
right.
emailing, then we're here, we are stuck emailing people trying to find out what happened, what really happened. And
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that, you know, I'm not telling Gabriel something that is wrong
Yeah.
or somebody else's, and then I have to explain to him why it was
Yeah.
said one way and then done another.
Yeah, no, if he was promised one thing, we're always going to make sure that we validate it. But we would follow up on specifically on this question. I got to do a little bit more research and then I'll get back to you with this question.
Okay, I appreciate it because I'm not the only parent that has brought this up before.
Okay, if there's any other parents that are asking you, feel free to send them my way and tell them to just speak with Mr. Delgado. I'm the one that approves them.
I believe they emailed Mr. Trejo and yourself already about it.
Okay, I'll follow up on it. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we may have an email thread from that from back when, like after the first parent meeting that I did, there was an email in regards to something like this, Mr. Delgado, so we can probably find it in there. What I would say is that oftentimes when these opportunities go out to students, sometimes they get emailed out to students. So if Gabriel had like an email that said, hey, this is going to count for 8th grade, that's a good thing to have. But in general, I would say that like I would caution us from framing any level of community service as a waste of time if they don't get credit for it. I think the whole point of us wanting them to do community service is so that they like it and they begin to see that they can value contributing to something greater than themselves, and they go out and do it in the future without any requirement or any credit for it. So if he felt like he did something and it helped with the school, whether it was in the panels or service, whatever it was something that was making the school better, he should feel good about that. Yes, we'll find all the other documentation, we'll look for it, but I don't ever want anyone to feel like just because they don't get credit in something, if they're giving out to society, to the world, they should also be proud about that.
And when keeping Gabriel in mind, he's always volunteering for stuff, so we definitely appreciate that.
Señora Margarita, si todavía está en este chat, solo le quería decir, creo que preguntó que tiene otra reunión a las 4:40. ¿Es la conferencia con su estudiante que tiene? It was a question a long time ago. Oh, there she is. Sí, ok. Para eso, el maestro le tenía que mandar algo o en una manera para conectarse en Google Meet o por teléfono. ¿No le dieron información cómo iba? Si le han dado su tiempo, ¿no le dieron información? Ok. Se puede conectar con la oficina y ellos le pueden enseñar dónde tiene que irse o cómo conectarse.
Jumping in, parents, I just wanted to say I'm going to be stepping out. I have to go into a meeting next, but thank you very much for your time and being part of this meeting. We definitely appreciate it. A padres, nomás quería decirles que voy a tener que salir de esta junta, voy a ir a otra junta separada, pero muchas gracias por estar aquí en esta junta, se lo agradecemos demasiado.
Are there any other questions relating to the Google Classroom?
I'm gonna go get food. I was waiting for Vanya if she was gonna go with me.
Ms. Marino is going in for another meeting. Thank you so much for joining with us tonight and for your feedback and for your questions. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
there's comments coming in on YouTube, but they're just a lot of appreciations.
Okay. I'm trying to go back and see if I missed a question. So if I look like I'm really focused. Si me miro como que me estoy concentrando mucho es porque estoy viendo si no he contestado una pregunta. Pero si tienen algo que decir, pueden decirlo también. Solo tienen que, creo que se dice subir la mano y podemos conectarnos por voz.
Hay un botón que dice raise hand y ahí
Oh.
van a poder verlo. Porque si andan enfrente de su cámara con su mano para arriba, no lo vamos a ver. Entonces, fijen si hay el botón de que dice raise hand.
I think Miss Marino, I see Miss Marino has her hand raised, and Mr. David.
Yes, Ms. Moreno has the opportunity to speak if you want, if you have your question ready.
Actually, I don't have a question. I'm actually have a Zoom meeting with my school site. I work for LAUSD and I have another Zoom meeting. But I appreciate your time and all the effort and everything you guys are doing. I don't like to come up like I'm a harsh, strict person when I have all these questions, but April is my youngest of 4 children. My oldest is 32, and I'm very particular with my youngest because, you know, usually the last one is the forgotten one. But I want to leave the meeting just to join my other Zoom meeting for my school site.
Thank you, Ms. Moreno. I found that other email you were referring to. I bumped it to the top of our inbox. So we'll follow up with you.
Thank you for everything.
First, thank you.
Stay safe.
Thank you.
Now, Mr. Juan David, you would have to unmute yourself to speak. Juan David, si quiere hablar, puede poner oprimir el botón para hablar. Tiene como un micrófono. ¿Aló?
¿Ahí me escucha?
Sí.
Ok, hola a todos. En estos momentos estoy manejando hacia mi casa. Pude estar a tiempo en mi casa para la reunión. Entonces no sé si haya algún inconveniente de presenciar la reunión en este momento, o puedo hacerla más tarde cuando llegue a mi casa y esté con mi hijo y mi esposa.
¿Me puede decir otra vez? No le escuché muy bien.
He's saying that he had to listen to the call. He wasn't able to watch it, so he's wondering if it can be done again, or if maybe we can send him the link from YouTube so he can watch it with his son later.
Oh, got it. Do you want to answer that, Trejo?
We had a couple of parents on. We had a couple of parents on YouTube asking that as well. So I wanted. I told them it was going to be streamed on you, posted on YouTube afterwards, but I didn't know if we were going to be posting it talking points as well. Or.
Señor David, cuando hagamos estas juntas, también los andamos presentando en YouTube, y YouTube nos hace el favor de grabar el video automáticamente. Entonces, si se fija en el teléfono, sus mensajes de texto, cuando empezó esta junta a las 4:01, entre como 3:59 a las 4, les mandamos un enlace para YouTube. Si llega allí, siempre va a poder llegar a ver el video y la presentación. Mañana también lo vamos a hacer en vivo ¿a qué horas, señora Montoya?
Sorry?
Mañana vamos a hacer esta presentación en vivo 2 veces.
Sí, a las 9 de la mañana y a la 1:30 de la tarde.
Y va a tener el video también.
Entonces vamos a presentar la misma información, la misma información 4 veces. La hicimos 2 veces hoy, esta es la segunda vez, y mañana vamos a hacerla otra vez 2 veces más. Entonces, si se la perdió hoy, la puede ver mañana también, o también lo puede ver en YouTube. Nos estamos asegurando de ponerle esta información lo más que podamos pero si tiene preguntas todavía, nos puede mandar mensaje, un correo electrónico, nos puede llamar. No hay.
The question was in regards to if somebody didn't show up on time for this meeting, how could they get the beginning of the meeting or get all this information? We are doing it twice each day of parent conferences. We did one earlier this morning at 9. We have this one, obviously. Tomorrow we have 2 meetings, and YouTube does us the favor of automatically recording these calls or these video conferences and it will live on our YouTube channel. If you have not already done that, I send out links to videos that I push out or that our families push out, and you can always subscribe to the channel. I just sent a video out to the students just a few minutes ago, and I'm going to send it to parents. But you can always get it on our YouTube channel.
I see Crystal Lopez's mom. Soy la mamá de Destiny. I'm the mom of Destiny in 6th grade in Spring Miss Collins class. Okay. I'm wondering.
Should I say it and ask her in Spanish if she had a question?
Yes.
Okay. Para la mamá de Destiny, tenía pregunta. Sé que puso aquí que tiene su estudiante Destiny en el grado 6º con la señora Collins, pero tenía pregunta o solo se estaba presentando. Crystal. Sí, ahí está. Y le puedo poner permiso para hablar si quiere hablar, si se le hace más fácil de escribir. There you go. Ahí está. Solo tiene que oprimir el botón del micrófono para poder hablar. Ahí está.
Tengo una pregunta.
Claro que sí.
A mi hija de este nilote no se podía contactar con su maestra. Con su maestra Karen. Miss Karen. Y yo no sé, ella no ha podido hacer sus tareas ni nada de eso. ¿Cómo le puedo hacer yo ahí con sus maestros de ella?
¿A cuál maestro es el que no puede contactarse?
¿Cuál es su maestro? Miss Karen.
Miss Collins.
Ya.
Miss Collins usa una aplicación que se llama Class Dojo. Ella andaba usando Class Dojo anteriormente de que empezamos con este programa de Talking Points, y ella ha seguido mandando esa comunicación porque sí tiene la mayoría de los padres en esa aplicación. ¿Usted ha podido bajar esa aplicación en su teléfono?
No he podido porque como mi teléfono se me dañó y mi hija ha estado mandándole mensaje a ella, pues no le he podido responder a ella.
¿Usted tiene ahorita el teléfono que funciona, que es teléfono, digamos, smartphone, teléfono inteligente donde uno puede bajar aplicaciones?
Sí.
Sí, ahorita le mandamos un enlace para bajar la aplicación de Class Dojo, y ya después le podemos mandar mensaje a Miss Collins que le mande el código a usted otra vez, y ahí va a poder comunicarse con todo traducido con Miss Collins.
Sí, está bien.
Mr. Jones, if you could write that down for us, if you could send a message to Miss Collins to let her know that Destiny's mom will be downloading Class Dojo. If Miss Collins could send her a link to download the app as well as the class code, it would help her be able to support.
Okay, we have another raised hand. Crystal Lopez is, that's her. Okay, Miss Rodriguez. You will have to unmute yourself in order to speak.
Did I unmute myself?
You did.
Solo para la señora que acaba de llamar, que estaba hablando acerca de Miss Collins. Miss Collins solo tiene sus clases martes y jueves para los de fall y lunes y miércoles para los de spring, para los de pre-spring. So ella no se reúne todos los días, y esta semana ella estuvo fuera. Entonces Miss Navarro fue la que estuvo preguntando y haciéndoles saber a los chicos lo que tenía que hacer. Pero los horarios están así: 2 días para una clase y 2 días para la otra clase. Para el señor que acaba de llamar, que no sabía cómo conectarse con la maestra, pero está en Google Zoom y está ¿cómo se llama? En Google Classroom. Ella todos los días que se va a reunir, les manda un correo como 10 a 15 minutos antes y usualmente es a las 9 de la mañana que se reúne con ellos. Más o menos es el horario que tienen.
Ah, ok, muchísimas gracias por su ayuda.
Sí, de nada.
Thank you, Ms. Rodriguez.
You're
Always
welcome.
coming through. Always helping. Thank you. And now I have Angie. Angie, you will have to unmute yourself in order to speak.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I have a question. I missed my daughter's conference today. We had a family emergency. How can I do that to reschedule that?
What teacher?
Mr. Limon?
I can help you out with that because I'm the 7th grade co-teacher. What's the student's name?
Anaí Hernandez?
Oh, Anaí. Okay. Let me go ahead. So you were trying to reschedule. Was there any time that you had well, actually, can you type your email address in the chat for me? And what I can do is I can shoot you an email just so that we're making sure, because I don't want to have, all your business out there with everyone here. So if you want to shoot your email on here, I can email you and we can reschedule.
Okay, thank you. But I work, so I'm not sure if that will, if you guys have any other days.
We'll see about how we can accommodate you. That's fine.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, definitely.
You sent a message on Talking Points to Ms. Alexandra. I don't know if you are active on Talking Points, but I'm looking right here. She also sent a message on Talking Points, so you could respond there and she'll get it there as well.
Perfect. I'll do that. Yes, I am active on Talking Points. I'll check.
For all the parents that are thanking us for all our hard work, I just wanted to say we wouldn't be able to do this much if it weren't for our dedicated parents that are always there to help us. We're thankful for you. We appreciate for all the beautiful words, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for everything that you do. And we're able to work as a team. It makes this so much easier, and we really appreciate it. We miss all of you. We miss the kids. But we do our best, and we appreciate all those beautiful words that you give us. Solo quería agradecerle a todos los padres de todas las palabras lindas que nos han puesto aquí, de comentarios en el chat. De verdad es mucho amor que nos están dando y estamos bien agradecidos. No pudiéramos hacer esto sin padres como ustedes que nos ayudan tanto, que siempre están pendientes de sus estudiantes. Les agradecemos a ustedes mucho también y muchas gracias por sus palabras. If you guys have any more questions or anything, please, you could press the button to raise your hand, or you can put it in the chat box or in YouTube comments. Si tiene preguntas, puede poner el botón para subir la mano. También puede poner la pregunta en el chat o en los comentarios de YouTube. Tenemos 7 minutos todavía.
I see a question. I believe this is a question inside of the chat room. Good afternoon. Parent conference announced 4:40 for Eric Vera. There was a parent conference for Eric Vera at 4:40.
Yeah, I think she's telling us she missed it.
Oh.
¿No llegó a la conferencia de padres a las 4:40 para Eric Vera? Esta pregunta es para los padres de Eric. Sin embargo, no sé cómo enlazarme. Oh, no pudo entrar a la conferencia.
She says she doesn't have the link, or she doesn't know where the link is.
Okay. Puede llamar a la oficina para averiguar cómo puede enlazarse o también hacer como reschedule. Puede agarrar otro tiempo, otro día, quizás. Pero la oficina le puede ayudar con eso, si llama ahorita. Am I correct in saying that?
Yes. Si usted recibe mensajes, textos para recordatorios o, digamos, acaba de recibir el mensaje que yo acabo de mandar con video para los alumnos, por ahí nos puede mandar mensaje texto para cambiar la cita o nos habla a la oficina en la mañana después de las 8 mañana cuando estemos abiertos y le podemos hacer otra cita.
So we just had a parent who asked that they had also missed their conference. We're just letting them know that they can always call the main office tomorrow or today, most likely tomorrow, and we can reschedule or help with rescheduling or even linking you with the teacher that you missed the conference with. And Ms. Rodriguez just said the link is in the cohort Google Classroom. Oh, is it? Okay.
I think Ms. Alexander and I both have parent conferences at 5, so we're going to sign off. Thank you,
Sounds good.
everyone.
We have a raised hand. Ms. Alva, you have the floor. You will have to unmute yourself.
There we go.
Señora Alva, tiene que oprimir el botón del micrófono para poder hablar. Señora Alva, ahí está.
Okay, so my mom was asking if, or like that she was saying that she missed the appreciation thing, conference, whatever it was.
I'm sorry, which one?
The appreciation, I don't know, something about appreciation conference. And for the students that are doing like really good, they apparently appreciation, I don't know.
Are you in 7th grade?
Yes.
Are you with Gibson and Seelig?
Huh?
Are you with Seelig and Gibson?
I'm Ilion.
Ilion, is Gibson and Selig are your teachers, right?
Yeah.
So you missed the session. It was all about love, 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 but we recorded it and they talked about what you did well. Selig and Gibson are gonna send that out as a recording, and then your mom will have to watch it. She won't have seen it live, but she'll be able to see the video recording.
And where will she be able to see it?
Gibson and Selig will push it out to you guys or to parents via talking points.
Oh, okay, cool. Dicen que van a mandar algo de grabaciones. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, folks, I'm signing off. Gracias a todos. Me toca ir a una conferencia. Gracias.
Lo van a mandar. Miss Selig
y Mr. Gibson.
I forget to mute people sometimes. Okay, si no hay preguntas, tenemos 2 minutos más. We have 2 more minutes. If anyone has any last questions or comments they'd like to post, or you can also raise your hand. Se puede subir la mano si quiere también. No literalmente, sino que el botón.
Okay.
I don't think we have any more
I don't
questions.
think we have any more either. Well, at this time, we definitely want to thank you all for staying and hanging out with us. I know that it's probably been a long day for you all, but we appreciate you guys staying and participating with us during this workshop. Again, if you guys have any questions, you're more than welcome to reach out to us. Our emails are automatically inside of your students' emails. So if you just go into your accounts and you type in either myself, Kendrick Jones, or Ms. Montoya, Carolyn Montoya, it should pop up and you can forward us any questions that you have and we can answer them privately.
Entonces vamos a terminar la junta ya porque no vemos ninguna preguntas ni comentarios. Nos pueden mandar un correo electrónico si tienen más preguntas o si se le olvidó decir algo, nos pueden mandar allí. Pueden meterse en la cuenta de sus estudiantes y ahí pueden ver nuestro correo electrónico bien fácilmente. Solo tiene que meter el nombre Kendrick Jones o también mi nombre, Caroline Montoya, y y ahí les sale el correo electrónico. Vamos a tener esta junta otra vez mañana a las 9 de la mañana y otra vez a la 1:30 por si no llegó a tiempo o se le ocurrió una pregunta, un comentario, puede regresar. I just told them in English as well that we are going to have this session again tomorrow, 9 a.m. and then at 1:30. If you do remember, or if you forgot a question or you thought about it overnight and want to come on here, you can come on, ask the question and head out if you want. But we will be here again 9 o'clock and 1:30 tomorrow.
Okay, well, we're going to sign off. Thank you guys again, and we'll see you guys. For those who are coming back tomorrow, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye. Adios.